The escalating commodity prices have left the public pondering what the future holds. This is coupled with the ascension of fuel prices, which directly affects transport. Among those severely affected are low salary earners, whose remuneration cannot sustain their needs.
How are you?
Now, a section of workers' representatives in different trade unions are advocating for a salary increment for the workers by government and private entities to match the increase in prices.
Ordinarily, the salaries of these workers cannot even enable them to meet the very basic needs of life defined by the International Labour Organization, ILO. That include food, housing, medical care, and clothing. As such, the rise in prices on goods and services is an injury to an already existing wound.
However, some employers also claim that the high prices have affected their businesses, with a possible layoff of some workers if no relief is got from government.
The consumer is not willing to pay more because they are coming out of a COVID-19 crunch. They are on the road to recovery, so they are unable or unwilling to pay more. So what this means is that businesses have to downsize, businesses have to go back internally and see. Maybe we have to rationalize the number of employees we have. Maybe we have to decrease the number of benefits we are giving to the people.
To give a passionate and considerate hand to private schools in this country. They are already overwhelmed by the cost of operating their schools. They must be helped. Because what they are doing is a function that should otherwise be done by the government.
According to Robert Wanzusi, the chairperson of Global Workers and Environmental Works Network, it is this time that unionization comes in handy.
Trade unions are not functioning in all workplaces. But employers there should know very well that they are employing people who are not satisfied. And you don't need to be a genius to know that these workers who are working for me are facing difficulties because these conditions are seen everywhere.
Unionization is a good theoretical idea, but for small businesses that are struggling to keep themselves afloat, the least of their worries is unionizing. We do not want to exploit workers, but at the same time, we don't want workers to hold us at ransom because they want all kinds of benefits from the business. Because by doing that, they'll kill the business. So there has to be balance. Workers must also understand that businesses are going through a difficult time.
Trade unionism is legal. So if you are guilty, that's the only reason why you are afraid to unionize. The guilty are always afraid.
The workers' representatives have also vowed to name and shame employers, especially investors, who don't respect workers' rights.
So whoever chooses to come and invest in this country must also choose to respect the citizens of this country.
There are employers who abuse workers' rights in workplaces. But these employers are also having godfathers. These godfathers aid them to abuse workers' rights. When godfathers are aiding them, they don't care what happens on the ground.
Ali Mivole, NTV.